A very, a very warm welcome to all of you. Should I say a warm welcome? It's already so hot. How about we have a little cool and thanda welcome? So I hope you all had wonderful, memorable vacation and you all enjoyed. Raise both your hands if you all enjoyed your vacation. Oh, great. Did you guys want to come back to your class? I'm pretty sure you must be missing your friends and your teachers also, right? All right. Okay, but okay, I got it. So you all had great vacation. That is so cool. That is so awesome. All right. So students, now that we are back, I hope you all are rejuvenated, refreshed, and some of you might have visited your grandparents. Some of you might have visited some new places, right? So exciting vacation all of you had, I'm pretty sure. So now that we are back, I know that you must be, wanting to share your stories, your vacation stories, or otherwise also with your friends and your teachers, right? So let's start with the speaking English class today. Okay. And how many of you spoke at least 5 sentences every day during your vacation? Please raise your hands and be truthful, okay? Did you guys talk in English? Wherever you went, whosoever you visited? That is great. That is great. Because, bache, the purpose of this class is this only, that you speak in English. Again, this is no judgment zone. Okay? Just coming forward and speaking. That's it. Don't worry if it is wrong, it is right. Just speaking that. Okay? So, if you could describe your summer vacation in just one word, what would it be and why? Would anyone like to come forward from Aurora? Anybody? Just one or two lines about your vacation. Okay, from Abel. First boy. Hanji bache. Please come forward. So, please tell us, how was your vacation or what did you do? Was it exciting? Was it boring? Your voice is breaking a little bit. Hanji, can you please? Okay, what did you do? Can you tell us in one or two sentences? What did you do in your vacation? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, but you can go back now. Okay, so when we are describing about anything, for example, right now we were discussing about the vacation, right? Good, bache, thank you. So what happens is we can, broadly say it was good, it was bad, but if you really want to describe it well, what do we need? We need good words. So we can use so many words just to describe the vacation, right? We can say my vacation was so memorable because I visited my grandparents and I had great time with them. It was unforgettable because this was the first time I went for trekking to any place, wherever you went, right? It was fun filled because all my cousins visited us and we enjoyed so much. We played so many games. Okay. So, what we are doing here is we are using different words. We are not using any, very difficult words, just different words to enrich our vocabulary. So, today let's get rich with vocabulary. All right. And we will be using, very everyday regular words. Okay. So, from Aurora, can somebody please come forward and just tell me in one line, what do you see here in this picture? Hanji, anybody from Aurora? First girl who raised her hand first, Hanji. Uh, Please adjust your mics. It is rain, right? Hanji, you can go back, bache. It is, you can say, kind of a forest and it is raining. If we have to describe this picture in one word, it is rain, right? Now, whenever we are doing these, comprehension of pictures, we can say it is to broaden up your thinking, okay? It really improves your cognitive skills when you see the picture, you comprehend, you understand something from this picture, and you put it out in your words. Let's say somebody is not looking at the picture, but they can hear your words. The way you describe it, the kind of words that you use, sometimes even the tone you use to describe a picture, it tells a lot how you comprehend it. Okay? Now, the first one was rain. Who would like to tell from Bharat Ratna? What do you see in this picture? Let's just say this little birdie over here is enjoying. What is she enjoying? What is it? The rain. Now see, this was also rain and this is also rain. But if you see, maybe we can say the intensity, right? What is that? That was rain. This is just drizzling. When, little tiny droplets of rain is there, are there, or mist of rain is there, that is known as drizzle. So that is what we are going to do today. We are going to see different words for daily use, okay? And promise me, now that we are learning everyday words, you will be using them in your daily life, okay? And these are easy, simple words for you, okay? Now, if you look at the picture, you can see there is just light rain here. What do we call light rain? I just told you. Anybody from, which one is this? Arjuna. Anybody from Arjuna? I had already told you what is a light, or when they are just tiny droplets of rain, what is that called? A light dash cooled the air. What can we feel from this? It is drizzle. It is drizzle. When the rain just starts and you can feel the mist and you say, na, bunda bandi ho rahi hai, that is drizzling. So a light drizzle cooled the air. Now, second one, a short dash lasted 10 minutes. This is again a kind of rain, but you can say the order or degree or the intensity is a little different. Or sometimes, when the situation is different, all these are rains only, but different words are used to describe it. Drizzle is now different from rain. Now you know that, right? Okay, Abel, first bench boy who has raised his hand. Hanji, bache. Hanji. Hanji, Hanji. Please come forward. A short dash lasted 10 minutes. Can you please tell me? Shower. Did you just say shower? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Like we take shower in bathrooms also, right? So it is a quick rain that you have and just finishes in 5 or 10 minutes, right? Great. That was a very good answer. Now the dash flooded the streets. From a bell, I think these two boys from first bench, they know all the answers, I think, which is great. Excellent. Okay, bache, now you reply, but after this, I really want all the other students also to reply. Okay? That, that is already done. Now this one. The dash flooded the streets. Cloudburst. But say cloudburst is a very, very intense rainfall. Okay. So here it is cloudburst. We can say over here, a sudden cloudburst flooded the village. You must have heard this word in news also. A sudden cloudburst. Many people die also during that. Okay. So over here we can say the dash flooded the streets. I think we can use the downpour. Downpour is when it is raining heavily. So what happened is all the streets are flooded here. Now dash rain caused traffic jams. Hanji. It's torrential. Torrential. Again, it is when there's a lot of rain. What happens is traffic jams happen. Okay. Now, this we have already done. A cloudburst. The dash brought weeks of rain. What do we call weeks of rain? It is just going to start soon. Well, first bench bache, very good, but I think we need to give chance to other people also. Arjuna, first bench, central line. Hanji, please come forward. The dash brought weeks of rain. But cloudburst is already done. And it is very intense, very sudden type of rain. Okay. This one is weeks of rain. That is a season also. Monsoon. It's monsoon. The monsoon brought weeks of rain. All right. Now we will see some words that we can use every day for walking. Okay. Now, if somebody is, let's say there are 3 people who are walking in the park. One is walking very slowly and, like without any purpose, just walking, looking here and there. The second one is sort of an athlete and he's walking very quickly. The third one looks like that girl is doing some catwalk. Now, these 3 are walking, but because of the pace or the way how they are walking, now we can define that into different words. Okay. So we dashed through the park, marched, trekked, strolled, wandered, strode, or tiptoed. What do you think? Which word would fit there? We dashed through the park. When you can see that the couple over here, they're just walking leisurely. Hanji, who will come forward from Arjuna? Anyone? Okay, I have your list here. Arjuna Prabjot Kaur. Is she there? All right. I don't know what is going on in Arjuna. Let's go to Bharat Ratna. Anyone from Bharat Ratna? Hanji bache. Who will come forward and tell me what are they doing in the park? They are strolling. We strolled through the park. Means we just went and leisurely we are just moving here and there. So we are just strolling. Sometimes, after dinner also, you cannot go for a very brisk walk. You just go out with your family just for 5-10 minutes. That is just strolling after your dinner. The tourists dash through the market. Now, when people are just going here and there, like tourists do when they come, what they do is they're just going and checking out the marketplace, or other tourist place. Sometimes they're just wandering around, right? So the tourists, what would we say? Wandered through around the market. Soldiers dash proudly. Now you can see that there is a formal yes. Well, 2 students, I know you know all the answers. That is so great. Okay, how about the second bench girl from Abel? Hanji bache, please come forward. Now you can just stay here and just reply to 2-3 questions. Soldiers dash proudly. It's a quick, it's formal, it's structured. What is it? Absolutely. That is marched. Good. Now we dash through the mountains. Now these are different terrains. There are mountains. What do we do when we go to mountains? We don't say we walked on the mountains. What do we say? Hanji, Bell, that girl. Acha, you have gone back. The next girl sitting next to you. Second bench, Bell. Hanji, please come forward. We dash through the mountains. So, bache, we are just using, different words, simple words for your daily use. All right. So, we dash through the mountains. What trekked. Very good. We trek when we go to the mountains. Do you like trekking? Who all like trekking? Please raise your hands. Nice. I think it's a little, you people are a little too young for that, but some of you might have done it. But I know eventually, you are going to love trekking. Now the child dash into the room when you are going, what we call is dabe paun jana hai na. The child is planning to go and sneak into the kitchen and steal some chocolates from there. So what do? You tiptoed. The child tiptoed into the room or into the kitchen. All right. Now, she dashed confidently towards the stage. Uh, Aurora, second last girl. Hanji bache, please come forward. She dashed confidently towards the stage. Now you can actually see. Hanji, strode. That's right. Absolutely. What is a stride? It is when you are walking confidently, like you can see she's doing modeling here. When you walk confidently, taking big steps, that is striding. Okay? So she strode confidently towards the stage. All right. I think the time is getting up. Let this be the last one. Now, what we are seeing here is it is seeing. I am seeing you, you are seeing me, I'm looking at you, you are looking at me. So, it's just one or two sentences, but how can we make our English powerful in the way that when we are describing or saying something, it becomes clear if I'm just looking at you quickly or just staring at you, or, I am like looking at you in a very angry way. So let's try these. I dash at my watch. Hmm? Now for this one, first of all, let me just tell you these word meanings. What happened? Okay. When we say glared is when somebody is looking at you with anger sometimes. Sometimes, when you are very mischievous, what your teachers do, they just glare at you and then you are all quiet. Stared. Sometimes you must have seen people staring at you or you are staring at people means जैसे कहते हैं ना टकटकी लगा के बस देखते रहना घूरते रहना that is staring. Peeked. Peeked is when we do like this peekaboo. Have you all played peekaboo? We do this peekaboo, or when we are playing hide and seek, sometimes we are just looking through small corners who is coming. Then is gazed. Gazed is something when we are looking at something for a long time in a very loving way, in an emotional way. Observed, when we look at something and we understand something, we are trying to understand something, we need some result out of it, we observe it, we look at in that way. Okay, we observe very like minutely. Then is glanced, just a quick look, like I just glanced and this is just glancing. Okay, now I dash at my watch. Who will come forward from Bharat Ratna? Let's do this quickly now. Bharat Ratna, Lavanya Sharma. Is she here? Lavanya Sharma is here. But this is such a light class. We haven't even started anything yet. Okay, this was just an icebreaker that you are coming back from a vacation. And the thing that really discourages a teacher is when you are, hiding your faces. Why? It's such a simple, fun class, interactive class. That's it. If you won't speak English now, when will you speak? Okay, later on you might then face problems, right? So this is the best place, best time. Let's speak. Okay. Hanji bache, I dash at my watch. Bharat Ratna. Glanced. Yes, I just glanced at my watch. I saw the time and then I just walked forward. She dash at the stars. You only can tell this answer. She dash at the stars. She's looking at the stars for a long time and in a very loving way, and sometimes people look at stars and moon. What do we say? Okay, from Arjuna central line, I think the girl is sitting with ma'am. Please come forward. It's Hanji, please. She dash at the stars.
Ma'am gazed.
Very good. Sometimes what we do is we gaze at the stars, the moon. We call this stargazing also. Are you saying something? Okay. Now everyone dash at the magician. When you're just looking, constantly and trying to see what kind of magic is he doing. Now, will he bring a rabbit out of the hat, or you want to just check his quick moves, because in magic, what are they doing? They're quickly changing everything. So, what do we do, or what everyone was doing there? It was staring at the magician. Okay. Now he dashed through the window. Today we are just focusing on the words. Next time you have to make sentences. Okay. Words will be different, stories will be different. You will be making the stories. I just want to hear your voice. It's been a long time. All right. Arjuna, girl who is sitting near the window, last girl who has raised her hand, please come forward, बच्चे. हाँ जी, फटाफट से आ जाओ, and let's just do these three. You only can tell these. He dashed through the window.
Second one, the teacher cleared out the noisy students.
Very good. The teacher glared at the noisy students. And what was this one, bache? He dashed through the window.
Peed.
Very good. And can you tell us last one also?
Observed.
Absolutely. Can you just speak the full sentence?
Scientists carefully observed the experiment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very good, bache. You can go back now. All right. From Aurora, I can see one hand raised by a girl because the setting is not okay. From Central Line, please come forward, bache. Let's do this quickly now. These words are like very common. Shouted, you know what shouting is, right? When you are being very mischievous, your parents or your teachers, they shout on you, but in a good way. Murmured. Murmured is when you are saying something very softly and it's not very clear, like that is murmuring. You do that also in your class, I believe. We used to do that a lot, always murmuring in the class. Yelled. Yelled is when somebody is speaking, and that also in a very angry tone. Announced. When we are now, these all words are related to speaking, right? Yelled is when you are speaking in an angry way. Then we move on to announced. Announced is when you are speaking publicly in front of a lot of people. Whispered. Whispered, it's very clear which picture refers to whispers. That is softly speaking so that nobody else can hear, just the person to whom you are whispering can hear. Then is explained. Explained is when there is a topic, a concept, a difficult one, and that is explained to make it easier. Okay. So, all right. Abel, first bench, first boy, please come forward. Hanji, but you can complete all these six. But when you are speaking, please speak the full sentence. Don't just speak the one word. Please switch on your mic, Abel.
He murmured the secret.
Wait. And when you are speaking, we have talked about this earlier also. Please do not elongate your last syllable. She whispered the secret. No, she whispered the secret. Okay? Hanji, आगे फटाफट से let's complete this. A bell class is, I think, the star class today. Everybody is very keen on speaking today, which is great. That is all I want. Okay? Now, bache, let's finish this quickly. He dashed something softly. Hanji, I'm waiting for a reply from Well. I think you are standing there. Anybody, come forward quickly. I think students are talking too much on the benches. Hanji bache, now please speak. Hmm? All right, you can go back. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much to these two boys who are just coming forward for all the answers. A lot of you I could see wanted to come forward. You have raised your hands. That is great. But please, I want everybody to raise their hands. Everybody should be keen on coming forward and speaking because this was a very easy peasy class for all of you. Okay. So she whispered the secret. He murmured something softly. The principal announced the results. The teacher explained the lesson clearly. They they shouted for help and the coach yelled the instructions.
Excuse
Okay?
me, ma'am.
Hanji ma'am.
Ma'am, actually time is over. Now it's 1:49. So
Okay,
students are
ma'am. Okay. Okay, students, thank you so much for today. From next time, I want to see more response, more good response. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for today. You all have a great day now. We'll meet next time.